Ooh, okay, we just bumped straight into that. Just get them out of there. And we'll try and allow the infantry here to help out. Hello guys, and welcome to a new Regiments video today by me, Vulcan. In this one I'm moving on to Stage 2 and Phase 3 of the Vigilant Tempest warpath. This is my Czechoslovakian warpath. It was really fun in the first episode where we managed to escort the Soviet forces very successfully. I think we picked up most, if not all, of the victory points, and we got a decent amount of operational authority to spend. So we'll need to figure that out before we go into the next battle. But let's choose our next course of action. We can either attack the West Germans or we can do a recon en force against the French. Now personally I think that the attack against the West Germans would be more interesting, so we'll go for that. In terms of where we're putting our operational authority, we could upgrade Kladuvo to level 2, which will give us access to more T-72s, more T-55s, and slightly more reinforcements for the T-55 AM2B HQ units. So we could do that. We could also add the mechanized task force here, which is going to give us that BMP-1s and the Bruskomnitsis. We're going to have a nice amount of stuff here, or Kridlo, which I think we'll do later on. So like Vistup would probably be the way to go with that. However, our force to total deployment cost at the moment is 1,325. So I think we'll just upgrade this and then add points here. And that way we can start to make sure we have the deployment points to bring in units before we start adding more task forces. So an attack is absolutely fine. We got a really good amount of supply. I could be tempted to add more tactical support because the Su-25s will come in handy. So let's add that and then we'll just spend the rest on restoring a unit or two. Let's just restore those Streltsy with our ATGMs. Okay, let's go to events. It's going to be allies. Nice, actually really nice one for an attack. A group of allied forces will attack an enemy node at the beginning of the phase. Let's go. Vigilant Tempest, Phase 3, Stage 2 at 6 AM. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first battle we had with the Czechoslovakian forces, but I think the T-72s really surprised me with how effective they were, and hopefully they'll be just as good today, because we will be dealing with the West Germans, and that is the Leopards that we're going to be up against. So we probably want to go for more of a flanking maneuver. Let's just check where our objective is. So we've got to take Pekora, Nipa and Ocha back here. This one's going to be very difficult to get to because we're going to be constantly attacked in the side as we try and move up there. This area is kind of nice because it's full of operational authority. So this is something that we might want to take later on, but I think we've got to push straight towards Mezin first, and then just breeze through to Pekora, Lena, Nipa, and then over to Ocha early on, and then we can just collapse on this left area afterwards. I think making sure that we get the victory points is way more important than the operational authority, especially at the moment since our troops are relatively well replenished. So let's get our troops down. We'll definitely, of course, use those T-72s. And this one now has 5 in it, which is really cool. They get those very awesome, I guess it's kind of like active protection. It's not really active protection, but it's just protection there on the side from RPGs and stuff. Pretty interesting. Okay, aside from that we need recon, we need maybe some AA. We'll go with the Lager there, and then I don't know about the Visitkari. I don't think we bring them just yet. I think we'll just do OT-64s with all the infantry, couple supply with definitely the Danas, and we'll leave it at that for the time being. Maybe the helicopters as well. Okay. Right, T-72s can go first. I guess we'll go maybe break down the forces at Ishim, because we've got a little bit of cover there that's going to help our advance. putting the donut on a control group. Let's make sure that my recon's moving up there as well. I will do an area recon ahead of us, addition, just to make sure we're not bumping into anything immediately. Okay, so there's a unit to the left there that we probably want to try and take care of. We'll let the Mi-24 start harassing that. Right, here comes our friendly forces. Like, due to our successful escort, we are being given some Soviet forces to help us out. What it kind of feels like. Do artillery elimination ahead of us here as we move into this tree line. Oh, those are M48s, they're not even Leopard 2s, so made short work of them. A little bit of counter battery going. We'll make sure these are on hold fire so they don't reveal themselves. Need to figure out the range on those rockets. 2,200. What it says, although they are engaging at a further distance than that. Let's make sure the supply comes with us. And I'm going to keep firing at that artillery. And a battery is important here. Ooh, okay. We just bumped straight into that. Just get them out of there. And we'll try and allow the infantry here to help out. We lost a couple of T-72s in that engagement just then. If I can get line of sight with the Mi-24s. There we go. They bumped into the leopards there. Let's get some napalm on those. Burn them up. Well, actually, they're managing to do quite a lot of damage there. And napalm may not be needed after all. We'll let those Mi-24s leave. Hoping I'm not killing the AI too much there. Looks like we are. A little bit of friendly fire. Let's help with a little bit of artillery here. Then we'll do some more counter battery. I'm just trying to use the tree line here to cover the advance of these infantry. Reason I'm doing that is because it does give them a bit of a defensive bonus. Do some artillery illumination around Mizun and Pecora. I should allow my recon to see them because we know that there was the tanks there. So we'll hit them with the rockets. Those are actually Leopard 2A4s. We're being intercepted. Some of the rockets got through, but it looks like it's going to be a job for the Dunners. We've also got the T-72s that can kind of come in behind at close range and hit those. I'm hoping we can do plenty of damage here before they do any damage to the T-72s. At close range, the T-72s should be able to do quite a lot of damage. This artillery is hurting though. Wow, that fastball unit got completely destroyed. These leopards are really abundant in this mission. Those are actually Leopard 1A5s, so not as scary as the 2A4s. They are taken care of, which is great. That artillery is pretty hefty. So we have a bit of a counter-attack here. Keep my supply safe. We'll have to back up with the T-72s.
Zone captured.
Right, we'll have to let them cap that for the time being, which is okay. Keep the T-72s healthy for the time being. Good. Alright, onwards to Bakura. Keep bumping into barricades in the tree lines there. I might actually want to take time to destroy those with the OT-64s. Mr. was taken by our allies, so we're going to get a little bit of extra operational authority because of that. Let's get those OT-64s with fire support back up. Oh, that's a good target for napalm, I think. If that's static defenses, those two like right next to each other. We'll get some more artillery illumination up. That's good hits. Yeah, they burned up completely. Really good napalm for us.
Zone lost.
Ooh. Fire shots. Can't see what's firing at us there. That's rough. Well, that's really rough. Ouch. Those T-72s are getting carved up. Right, we'll have the fire support move in on that side. And we'll get the Strelci back up to help us out. The Danes can just reset. I think we have eyes on that at the moment with those 80 gems, otherwise I think we'd be in range to fire at them. They're only leopards, I think. Leopard 185s, 184s. Okay. And we've got RPG 7VLs, so we're going to unload and we're going to just push onto those tanks at close range. HGM in the side armor there, certainly helping the BTR. Bit concerned about my left flank here. Bring up the T-72s again and I'll have these ones maybe sit on that flank. Yeah, as I suspected. I kind of hoped that those AA units would do a little bit more than they did. They kind of just died super fast.
Zone lost.
Or did I lose a lost mezzanine? A unit in there somewhere. There's no way that they're dug in. It's like they're entrenched already. Okay, we just got to capture this stuff back. We're getting flanked here as well. Gunners need to come back in. If I keep them in the base sector, they do get auto reloaded, so we probably should take advantage of that. I feel like the counterattacks have been a little bit strange because of the extra units that came in with us. I think the allied attack maybe threw off the AI attacks a bit over to the left side. So they deployed a lot over here, and now it's kind of sweeping back towards us. If we can get the T-72s fixed up, we can continue towards Niemen and Orca, and then it's just Nepa. But securing our supply
Zone
reinforcing
captured.
route through here is going to be kind of awkward. We're going to constantly be attacked from this side, as you can see.
5 minutes remaining.
And they're getting close range, which is really bad for us. We're actually going to get hit in the flank here as well. But I imagine that's just some sort of like Jaguar or Martyrs maybe.
Zone captured.
I'm just going to back it up there. Yeah, it's Jaguars.
Zone lost.
Jednotka připravena. Vizuální kontakt.
I'm going to area recon Niemen and see if I can maybe just fly my Vizicari up there.
Rozkaz provedu. Co dál?
Our close range looks like it's out here getting the job done, which is good.
Potvrzuji, vyrážíme. Čistě a jasně.
Let's get the leaders up, the T-55
Zone
AM2B
captured.
leader. Maybe should have been using them already to kind of give more effectiveness to my tanks. Although the tanks have been doing really well, probably due to their veterancy. We will have second stage to take more of the ground, so I feel like we still made a decent amount of progress here. If I could get into Lena, that'd be great as well, because that would remove those the Leopard 2A1s
Zone
there.
captured.
And if I can get up to Niemen, then we kind of have a little bit of a springboard to Orca. So, yeah, that would be nice.
Jednotka připravena.
We are close enough to use the RPG, so that's nice. Yeah, that's huge.
K boji připraveni. Rozumíme.
Alright, let's take Lena.
Jsme pod palbou. Přepínám. Cílíme na vytyčené souřadnice. Jednotka připravena.
With that unit, we're hitting in the flank, so that's absolutely fine. Just coming in with rockets onto this unit.
Potvrzuji, vyrážíme. Jsou všude. Dostali je, hoří. Úder skončen, hlásím zásah. Rozkazy.
Good. There's 1 minute, so we better hurry up, really.
Rozkaz.
Oh, that MI-24 is probably going to get shut down. Ah.
Jednotka připravena.
When I saw those aircraft coming in, I assumed it was because they were chasing the Su-25s. I didn't realize that they were actually going for the Mi-24 there.
Jednotky nepřítele před námi. Jednotka připravena.
One minute remaining.
Rozkaz.
Okay, we managed to keep those alive, which is good. Let's have more supply on the way. I think we'll
Zone
just kind of
captured.
wait here with the OT-64As.
Konec. Jednotka připravena.
And then next phase, they should be reinforced. Comma's cut off, so we will be able to maybe take that as well. Yeah, I think we're in a good position moving on to the next phase, so that we can get some good damage in. Just put a artillery elimination down here and an area recon, just to kind of see if we can spot anything.
Slyším. Rozumíme. Útočíme, pošlete posily.
Okay, so there's not too much at Okra. Yeah, we're going to have to defend Mason for sure, and then we're going to have to push on Dorka. This certainly wasn't as clean as the first battle we had in the escort, but it was still pretty good. 53, it's like a 2-to-1 KD for the most part. T-72 is really carrying me through that one. The 30 at close range is still really good. It's just very difficult to get them into positions to do a lot of damage. Let's go on to the next phase and see what we want to do here. So I definitely want to restore probably some of my T-72s. These guys took a lot of damage. So let's do that. And then I'm thinking even more deployment points would be good. I think next phase will be the time that we bring in another task force. So let's just put the rest into reinforcing the T-72s. Make sure we have them. And then we'll just reinforce all of the infantry. Reinforce the AA. Okay, let's go to events. Extended operations. Ooh, interesting. Okay, well, Vigilant Tempest Phase 4, Stage 2 at 3 PM. This could be really good for us, because an extended phase means that we might be able to get a total victory. Just like take every single point, get all the operational authority. That would be pretty juicy. And we can actually deploy it per quarter. That's massive. Tell you what I could do. We could deploy the MI8s here. Yeah. We'll probably pop down some T-72s that can go help this infantry take Oka. And these can just remain defending at Mason. Sounds good. We can move these up here as well. I'll keep the T-72s on the left flank there. We've got a decent amount of troops moving up on this side. So I think we are good to go. Proceed. Okay, so they actually have their troops in a different place now. We'll put these on hold fire because I think they're in cover. Oh, they got spotted immediately. There's a lot more there than there was before. Wow. They ruined us. We're gonna have to get reinforcements in. You can come here. Get those unloaded as we approach the edge of the tree line. Yeah, that's going to be harder than I thought to push through there.
Jednotka připravena.
We got an interesting angle here though.
Jednotka připravena. Slyším a rozumím.
And we'll let that supply set up. We're getting good shots into the backside here. We're actually hitting artillery and mortars, which is great.
Co dál?
Nice. That's kind of what I was hoping, is that we just ambush those Leopard 1A5s, don't really let them get a shot off.
Čistě a jasně.
Huge. Okay, with that artillery destroyed on the back there, the T-72s can get fixed up and we can wait for our reinforcements.
Rozkaz, provedu. Čistě a jasně.
Should definitely just let the infantry go first.
Slyším a rozumím.
And once we capture that, we're going to go straight back towards Kama, I think. Or I could come down to Izora.
Nepřítel spatřen. Žádám o rozkazy. Rozkazy. Dle rozkazu. Zdravotníka.
Oh wow, I hit the recon there pretty hard. Okay, what we'll do then is maybe I'll go and try and take Kama with these two T-55 units just to get that extra 55 operational authority, because that's quite a lot. And then we can use the recon plus any units we want to maybe push a Muster with the T-72s.
Vyrozuměno.
Zone captured.
Trying to work out the best place to keep these.
Čistě a
And
jasně.
those are just going to adjust and stay exactly where they are. We'll probably retreat the supply though. Let's do area recon over here, see what's going on. I can get the artillery start firing away.
Provedu. Rozkazy.
Let's bring up the recon for the T-72s here.
Jednotka připravena.
Looks like Kama is a free cap, which is nice. I'll send this T-55 back. We'll just let these T-55 AM2s capture Kama for us. As soon as we capture Orca, the T-72 can sit on defense with maybe one of the Streltsy, maybe the fire support one. And then the rest can all push and try and secure the rest of the map.
Zone captured.
Jednotka připravena.
Lovely.
Rozkaz, provedu.
So we'll bring these down to the T-72s, we'll create a little force here that can push in and take this. Streltsy can start pushing. There's another unit here somewhere I would like to see ASAP. Maybe the artillery killed it? Not sure. This recon is going to start working its way up the tree line here just to see what's up. Just going to bring in some air support immediately for those. And supply heading up, back up there might be a good idea. I'm hoping that maybe the second one would attack the Panzerkrans further back. Yeah, those are really damaged. Alright, let's just make sure that this town is cleared out.
Zone lost.
And then it looks like these two are going to have to head back towards Lena. Like, holding the upper is actually really important, so... yeah, we'll see. Let's make sure we take out Isolda first, because all of these troops will be facing towards the way we'll be coming in. So if we can flank them, that would be fantastic. Crazy how the OTs can't actually see that. I thought they would maintain line of sight afterwards, but they didn't at all. Okay, let's head these back. We'll keep a fire support unit here with the T-72s just in case. But the supply here might as well leave, and we'll just meet up with this supply.
Zone lost.
Really? How can my recon not see the unit that's shooting them? Maybe they only get the recon unit when they are... or the recon capability when they're the recon infantry unloader. We want to clear this out ASAP. quite a bit more urban on that left side. They're coming over the back.
Slyšíme a rozumíme.
See if we can get into cover here and
Čistě a jasně.
move up on them.
Provedu.
Just going to use the area recon. We can identify
A jasně.
roughly where these units are.
Útočí na nás. Žádám rozkazy. Rozkaz. Provedu. Co dál?
Right, let's do 25 rockets here.
Potvrzuji.
Perfect. It's nice that they actually split those. Whilst we're not going to be able to hold on to that position, they held long enough that we got the kills. There's another unit here somewhere. Got to take care of.
Rozkazy. Rozumíme. Nepřítel spatřen. Žádám o rozkazy.
There it is. Good. Okay, now we want to try and get stuff done at NSA. Those tanks just got completely ambushed.
Potvrzuji.
Be good once we can free up this left side,
Rozkazy.
because we can leave one unit at Izura and then we can push the rest to Nepa. Doesn't look like they're pushing for Orca, but they might by the end of the phase, because obviously we've still got 11 minutes left, so there's plenty of time for them to counter-attack. Oh, they're actually taking it from behind us. Huh. Interesting.
Čistě a jasně. Útočíme. Pošlete posily.
Zone lost.
Jednotka připravena. Máme raněný. Musíme pryč.
Oh wow, there's HGM coming in there as well. Oh, those T-72s caught it all.
Rozkaz.
There's
Provedu.
another one in the town. Oh dear. That's not good. Those T-72s got completely wiped. The reason I didn't retreat them there is because if I had, they would have ran straight into the enemy anyway. So I was in a bit of a predicament.
Provedu.
Well, we got the supply at least.
Čistě a jasně.
We also lost this infantry unit. Things are a bit spread out for us at the moment, like a bit too spread out. We don't have enough units. It'd be really good to have that second task force where we have the extra BMP ones, because in situations like this we'll be able to spread out enough to control everything all at once.
Rozkaz.
Now, thankfully there shouldn't be any defences at Lena or Nepa, so we should take them back pretty quick.
Čistě a
And we'll let that supply just retreat so it doesn't get killed. And I think we might retreat to visit Kari, because it'd be a good idea to maybe get them over to the town.
Zone captured.
It looks like what happened here is they basically came all the way over from the left to the right, which was pretty crazy. We're right behind them there. They got more shots off than I thought they would. We still got to take out the units of Mr. I'll get the MO-24s to come up here. I think that's all of the troops defending NSA. The other thing that will happen is once we clear out Mr. and we capture that, we'll get time because of that, and then we'll capture the rest with that extra time, like it will kind of domino, and then it'll be a total victory anyway. So whilst we have lost a reasonable amount, we're on the cusp of really taking it all back. I say that, my poor Strati here caught with their pants down. And the MI-24s are gonna get smashed again. There was an HGM unit here somewhere. Right, this one can just retreat. We'll keep them further back. Hopefully I can kill the AA there in good time. I'm going to move the T-55s to his order. These ones can move to Divina. So yeah, we'll have the HQ unit here. And this one over here, and then we'll just retreat that afterwards.
Zone captured.
Well, they actually came up behind us. That's just rude. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. Okay, T-72 Stelina then. The fire support can come up and sit here at close range. We'll bring up some supply to sit with those. All of this is going to retreat as soon as we cap these sectors. And we'll have a little train of units heading over here.
Zone captured. Zone lost.
Slow and steady, let's just speed things up a little bit as we get our troops together. And I think what we're going to do is we'll move the T-72s to this side of the town so that we can stop them moving on to Orca. Bring up the Strati with HGMs again. Yeah, they did actually bring in some stuff by the looks of it from this side. Yeah, but the T-72s have run those down, so that's good. Everything else is heading straight up towards Lena and Nepa. Yeah, without the extra 5 minutes, we wouldn't have got the objectives here. So that was really good. Then again, if we hadn't have had extra 5 minutes, I probably wouldn't have played it so recklessly. Going to work. Nice. I'm just going to move straight to Nepa. We'll bring up the OT-64s here and there. Just leaving those T-72s in this position rather than in the town, because at least they can kind of see behind them if anything comes around there.
Zone captured.
I've just got things sped up again. The T-55 AM2s can come in here, and Visit Kari can just fly over to Orca. I'm sure we got it all locked down. Should be a total victory as soon as we cap that. Yeah,
Total domination
there it is.
achieved.
Total
1
domination
minute
achieved with 1 minute remaining. Alright, yeah, a bit of a messy fight. Not as clean at all. Nowhere near the 2-1 this time around. But total domination is pretty huge. And yeah, whilst we did take a lot of damage, we are going to have a lot of operational authority to fix that damage. And we'll have some interesting fights to come next. Actually, a defense against the Dutch could be really interesting. It's going to be more leopards to deal with, though. Kind of scary. They get some decent IFVs as well with their auto cannons. Yeah, but I think what we'll do definitely is pick up another task force for the next mission. Should give us more units to spread out and defend with, which will be really, really nice. But that's all I've got time for, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.